True Warrior Football. True Warrior Football. True Warrior Football.
You are listening to True Warrior Football Podcast with your host, Corey Kid Smith.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm your host, Corey Kid Smith. You're watching another great episode of True Warrior Football. And man, wow. Last week, great home atmosphere. Just tremendous atmosphere at home. Love that for homecoming. Most importantly, I love the victory we got on homecoming. And, you know, you always want to do things great and start off well. And, man, did we do that? Offense was clicking at what they should have been doing. They were really coming into their own, truly coming into their own. Quarterback Jaden Rivers had two great touchdown passes to Chaz Corley, wide receiver, on the first two drives. And then from there, defense stepped it up once again in a major way. Defense got not one, not two, but three safeties on the night. That's got to be a school record. I'm pretty sure it is a school record. Quarterback / safety Keith Jackson had another great game for us. A tremendous, probably his best play of the season. Let's look at this play. Look at this. This is just absolutely incredible. Great punt return for a touchdown. And I had just said in the broadcast how he had his issues in a couple of games this year. Had two fumbles. And, you know, I know Keith, he works so hard at his craft. He works tremendously to be the best player he can be. You should have seen how much work and effort he put into the game, his game last year, or his body, I should say, to get back to being able to play in the final game last year. And just that determination in him is very special. So when he had those two fumbles, I said in the broadcast, that's something that he was not going to have happen to him again. He's going to make a big play. So Keith has that great touchdown on the punt return, and then later on in the second quarter, he follows it up with this tremendous touchdown pass. Look at this. Jump pass, like old Tim Tebow to Damian Shanklin for the touchdown to put us up 33-0. We come out second half. We get one more safety. Kyrene Weems gets the sack. I want to say that's the only sack of the game, and it just happened to be a safety. And 35-0 running clock. LC gets a little bit close to scoring late in the game, but they run out of time. Literally run out of time. And so our Warriors come away victorious, 35-0. Our fourth consecutive shutout. And now, like I said, we were in unprecedented territory last year. We're truly in unprecedented territory now. A historic start. First time ever in our program's history we started off the season with 4 consecutive shutouts. But I say that to say this. You know, we did some great things against LC. Did some absolutely phenomenal things. Terry Walker, their quarterback, I think they completed one pass in the game all night. I think he had more. He probably had about 10 passes that he threw out of bounds, running for his life, trying to get away from a sack or one of our guys from tackling for a loss. Then he had completions in game. They just could do nothing. They could do nothing. But the offense we're about to see Friday night from that team from the West Side, so much better. It's just, without a doubt, probably the best offensive team I think we faced. They have guys all over the place. I don't know if their quarterback, Isaiah Rodgers, I believe, is going to play. The quarterback they had last week had 4 interceptions. I don't think that was him. But the quarterback they had last week had 4 interceptions in their loss to Center Grove. They say he's going to play again. They say Rodgers is going to. I don't know. I don't care. Do not know. Do not care. And so this is for real, ladies and gentlemen. This is for real. Live at 5 Friday night. All these records, everything we're doing absolutely does not matter. Nothing matters. Nothing absolutely matters because those guys from the West Side are coming out here. They have two things on their mind. One, most importantly, they're saying they're going to score on us. They're going to be the first team to do it. And then two, they are going to continue their winning ways against us. And I don't know when the streak will come to an end. I don't know. Maybe we'll pull I don't know if we'll pull an Evansville Bossy 1961. But I'm not worried about that right now. What I'm worried about is right now. This game. The greatest rivalry in the state of Indiana. Okay? Two teams that have combined 19 state champions. We are bringing in the defending 6A champion that's coming to our house. I love it. I love it. And I had the opportunity to speak to the freshman this week. Freshman head coach Dwayne Brown invited me to come out and speak to the freshmen about this game, about this rivalry. And it's, and I've said it many times on this show before. Our program and its great success was built on this rivalry. Flat out. We worked so hard for so many years to be the best team, but we can never get up past Ben Davis. And when we did get past Ben Davis, everything else fell into place. 1 title, 2 titles, 3 titles, 4 titles in a row. MIC champions, sectional championships, regional championships. All that stuff that we had been fighting for started happening, and it was a shift in momentum. Things were on the West Side. It was all good for them. Then we came out here and we took it. And then they had to fight back years and years to get back to where they were. And since then, it's been us and them, back and forth, back and forth. But since 2018, when we went undefeated and beat them in 2 games, we've gone 1-4 against them. Almost 0-5, truly. 2019, we had a great game. It was back and forth over at their place, ended up losing in overtime. 2020, we were up, I want to say 14-7, ended up losing 21-14. Tough game, extremely tough game. 2021, the only victory we've had, and that was a 57-56 barn burner, the highest scoring game in the rivalry. So many plays were needed in that game. Thank you, Victor Boyd. Your memory has not been forgotten. In the last 2 seasons, 2022, we had a great team. Had some great things happen to us. They came over here and whipped us by 2 scores. Last year, another great team from them. Of course, they went on to win state. We were this close. This close. We had an injury to Keith in the first forget Aaron Rodgers, man. Just like last year. First possession, I want to say second play he had towards Achilles. Almost the same thing for us with Keith last year. First possession, first play or something like that. He dislocated his elbow. Out for the game. We had to have Anthony Dixon, a true freshman, come in and play. Threw him into the fire. And we almost pulled it off. Thank you to Jalen McMoore, who was a talented running back for us, still is a talented running back for us. Had some great carries last year. But we fell short, 31-28. And now those guys are coming back to the east side. And we've not beat them at home since 2018. We've lost to them too many times over that span. It has been a lot of hard years over here. But now I really feel like we have something great going on for us. But it all starts right here. It all starts right now. Because being 4-0 means nothing if you lose this game to a team that's 1-3. It means absolutely nothing. Everybody wants to say, oh, well, why Warren's undefeated? Why aren't we ranked higher? Why aren't we number one? We haven't given up a point. Look, they're waiting on us to do something against someone with a pulse. I get it. I get it. We've not faced a team that has more than one win at the time we faced them yet. Warsaw had one. LC had one. Okay? Can't count first game of the year because not first game of the year. Nobody's won. Then North Central, we know the struggles that North Central was on. So I get it. I get it. I get it. 4 straight shutouts is still 4 straight shutouts. But I get it, guys. They want to see us come out here and play against someone with a pulse. And even though Ben Davis is 1-3 coming to this game, we still not face a team with more than one win. They still want to see, okay, what can Warren do? What can they do against a team that has their act together? That plays 6A football the right way. So we're going to find out. We are definitely going to find out. All right? They've come over here before and had their issues and had to go back to the west side. Not very happy. Not very happy. Can we do it again? And I wonder, and I said this to one of our coaches, how will we react if and when we do give up a first point? Especially if it's early in the game, especially if it's a touchdown. Because they got guys over there, man. They got guys over there that gave us fits last year. None other than Elijah Price. I mean, this guy right here is the X factor. Okay? Running back. Great rusher. He's averaging like almost 140 yards a game. He has 5 total touchdowns so far. He returns kicks. He catches the ball just as well as he runs. He killed us last year. Absolutely killed us. I want to say he had 3 touchdowns by himself. We cannot allow them to feel comfortable in this game. We can't. We absolutely cannot. And what we have to do is play great football like we've been playing and step it up, okay? On this week's broadcast, I mentioned, I made an analogy, okay? We have to have a triple laser-like focus. Like these new projectors, you know, home theater system projectors, they have these triple lasers, all right? And it gives them better focus, better image quality. But we need to have a triple laser-like focus in the game. You need to have it special teams, defensively, and offensively. We come in there with a triple laser-like focus. It's going to be very tough to beat us. It's going to be very tough to beat us. Quarterback Jaden Rivers is playing some great football right now. Offensive line is playing great. We're blocking well. We're run blocking well. Kenneth Garnett is running the ball with great talent, because he is a great talent. Jalen McMorrow is back and healthy and running with some great. Brandon Bobo is doing some great things. We have a great, steady group of running backs. I didn't even mention James Clark. Chaz Corley, Eric Hester are doing some great things catching the ball. We got to do better. We got to do better. Defensively, we're playing at a high level. We got to continue to do so. No slip-ups. No slip-ups. No slip-ups. Special teams-wise, we're getting there. We're getting there. Had a great punt return for a touchdown. We've had some mistakes in the kicking game, but it hasn't hurt us yet. But let's get that figured out. Let's get that working. Because I'm telling you, the one thing I do not want to see these guys go through is seeing them lose at home again to Ben Davis. The seniors on this team, they were sophomores the last time it happened. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Because there's no guarantee you'll be able to get that win back against them. No guarantees. Let's take advantage of what we have in front of us. Let's take advantage of what we have in front of us. Huge game, even so much more potential moving forward because we beat Ben Davis. Like I said, we're in the middle half of our season now. 4 games in. This is week 5. There's 4 games remaining in the regular season, and you have the playoffs. Middle half of the season. Next week, we go to Pike. They're 2-2. Week after that, we come home for 3 games in a row. LN, Carmel, Cathedral. It's only going to get tougher. It's only going to get tougher. And if we want to be the Kings at the end, we want to be the state champions, we have to come out each and every week and assert ourselves, assert our dominance, dictate the game, dictate how things are going to go, and come out victorious on the other end. Because we come out here, we start messing around, making stupid mistakes, we're not going to have that. A lot of people are going to be upset. They're going to be upset with themselves mostly. Now, I don't want to see that with these guys. I don't. It's been far too long since we've had a great start to a season like this. Not since 2018 when we started off the season 4-0 have we had the same run. So let's go, man. I'm fired up. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. But yeah, one other thing before I let you guys go. It's going to be a short show this week. I'm just too fired up. I don't want to drag it on too long. But had to talk about one of our guys at the next level. And it pains me. It absolutely pains me to say this, but our guy, David Bell, wide receiver with the Cleveland Browns, suffered an unfortunate injury this past Sunday against I think it was the Jaguars they played. Yeah, it was the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he had been waived before week 1. They had some injuries. They brought him back. So he was all good to go. Healthy, ready to go. And in the game, he was playing all right. 1 catch, 2 catch. On his 3rd catch, he's tackled and an unfortunate injury happened to him. He dislocates his hip. Had to be carted off the field. And with that, he's been placed on IR, season-ending IR. And it's just so tough, man. God, it's so tough. I truly hate it for him. First week, we lose Juju. Now we lose David Bell back-to-back weeks, back-to-back. It's just, man, it's tough for our guys. The NFL is it's just a different monster. It really, truly is a different monster. And you're seeing it firsthand. These guys that last in NFL for 10 plus years, hats off to you. Hats off to you. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, who I just mentioned, was coming up on like year 18, 19 or something like that. Okay, all these offensive linemen that play 10, 12 years. Defensive backs that play over a decade. Like running backs that play for that long. Like it is hard. It is absolutely hard to make it that long in the NFL. Because so many things happen. So many injuries happen to these guys that just wear them down and wear them down. And like year 3 for David. First game of the season for him. And this happens. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. David, my friend, get well. We're all pulling for you still. You're still the pride of the East Side, man, over here. Hopefully you'll get the greatest treatment up there in Cleveland. Be able to rehab and come back 10 times better, my friend. Love to see you come back for a home game, possibly if you're able to do so. But hey, folks, just listen to and watch another great episode of True Warrior Football. I'm your host, Corey the Kid Smith. It's Ben Davis week. It has been Davis week. I want to do something truly special. Every time I do something truly special for this week, things don't go right. So hey, let's see. After Friday night, we get that dub. I'll bring some player interviews, maybe some coaching interviews as well. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And with that, Warrior Band, take us away.